welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, we are talking about underpainting. If you care to know what this is about, please keep watching. What is underpainting? Underpainting is layering of contour, concealer, blush, everything you do on a normal day on top of your foundation, you do them before your foundation. And this technique has promised that if it's done right, it gives an illusion that your contour, your highlight, your blush, and everything you did before your foundation lives inside your skin. So before every makeup application, you have to always get your skin prep right. So this is me using the moisture potion from Msmetics to prime my face. With a flat brush, I'll take the darkest brown shade, placing the contour shade on the places that I would love to contour, which is basically my cheekbone area, my forehead, and my jawline. With my everyday look, I really do not do this style of contour, like taking it down from my cheek down to my jawline, but I saw this technique and I really hope it will make my face look more sculpted at the end. So I'm just trying everything possible to get that contour in place. Not forgetting the nose area. Right now I'm just marking it out with the same flat brush that I used for placement before blending it out. I love to take my nose contour up to my brow bone. Now that we're done with placement, we're going to use this sculpting brush to blend out the contour. The secret to a perfect blend is in the technique and the hand movement. I always tell my students to watch my hand movement anytime I'm applying makeup. If you notice here, I'm dabbing. It's called the dabbing motion, and I make sure to go upwards while I blend. Yeah, so this is the first time trial and I don't want to put everything at once just like I see in the videos. I just want to take them bit by bit so it's easier to blend. Then after my contour, I'll just go in with my blush and my concealer. Wait, hey, is this going to give what it's supposed to give? I hope so. So I'll just continue. I trust the process anyway, so I'll just continue with this and I'll move on to blush. Yeah, this was me thinking. Did I actually make a mistake by wanting to try out this technique? Because I know I look crazy right now, but I'll keep going. So I noticed I was a bit sweaty on my T-zone area, so I'll be using this TM Essential Mattifying Primer. I'll take that with my finger on my T-zone areas. Right, for blush, we'll be using this same lip palette from Imagic. I'll be using the pink shade and the other one close to it. After placement, we go ahead to blend with the same sculpting brush that I used for the contour, and I'm using dabbing motion to blend. So the first shade that I used for the liquid blush was the darker one. Now I'm using the lighter pink and I'm just placing it first before going ahead to blend that. This time I'm using a different brush from the sculpting brush that I used earlier. I didn't want the other color to transfer to this one because I want this side of my cheek to look brighter, and so I'm just blending that out. I rushed my beauty blender. I just didn't trust that brush to give me the kind of seamless finish I wanted, so I went in with my beauty blender to make sure that it looked smooth and ready for my next step. For concealer, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me and the Nuban Beauty in my skin. So right now we're doing placement. It's called placement. Anytime you drop products on your skin for it to stay before you blend it out, it's called placement. So we're placing the concealers in the right places. As you can see the areas that I am paying attention to, which is my inner corner and the outer corner of my eyes. Placing your products, or rather placing your concealer like this before blending it out, especially minding these areas that I'm focused on, it promises to give your face a well sculpted look, a defined look, And yeah, you should try this out and let me know if it's giving what it's supposed to give. Yeah. So before I blend that out, I always like to wait. The reason I wait is because I would want air to touch the product, so as when I blend it out, it gives like a full coverage look even when I don't use so much product. So I didn't want to mix the two concealers together because Nuban Beauty on its own is a lot thicker than the Fit Me concealer. So I'll just use the Fit Me now for the middle. I'll just place that there. I'll also do that to the other side, and then I try to take it down towards my nose. So now that we're done with placement, we have to wait. You know the drill, baby. And I like to start blending from the inner corners. I looked at my under eyes and it didn't look as bright as I would want it to be, so I took this Nuban Beauty concealer that is a lot brighter than the one I used earlier, and I'm just going to drop that on my inner corners. Of course, I waited a while and then I blend. I feel like this is the business of the day because I was really looking forward to see how the foundation is going to actually soften everything that I already have on, because that's what the technique says. It says when you apply the foundation over those products that you have on already, it helps to soften the makeup. So this Nuban Beauty foundation felt right because as a professional, I've used different types of foundation, and this foundation is soft and it doesn't have the cakey feel, so this will actually help to soften the products that I have underneath. So I'll just take a little bit of that on my pan. Now using a brush, I would take some of the product and just blend it out a bit on the pan. Yes, just like I'm doing there. The reason I'm doing this is so I don't take so much of the foundation on my face. I'm doing it bit by bit. I'll just be going in bit by bit. So I start with that area which is like my lower chin area, and I just drop that and I do that carefully. So I first focus on distributing the products all over my face. Don't be scared, don't worry, it's not going to take out what you've done under. I actually had that scared too, that when I use the foundation over what I've done, that it's going to cover up everything that I've done so far, but that wasn't the case. What it did was it just helped to soften the makeup, like to soften all the products that I already applied. After distribution, I focused on blending, which I did carefully, and I used the same brush that I used to distribute to blend the foundation in. Can we just take a minute to observe my skin? You could see how the foundation helped to soften everything that I had on before the foundation. I can totally say that this is giving what it's supposed to give. I'm not done with the makeup, but yeah, at this point I actually really trying out this technique. So before my setting powder, I'll use this Nuban Beauty Pallete fixing spray. I'll use that to set all the liquid products that I have on my face before going in with my setting powder. So I waited for that to dry, and then I'm setting now using a powder puff. And this powder puff, I got it from All Things Glam on Instagram. You could check her out for your beauty supplies. She sells authentic makeup. This is not an ad, it's just that I really trust her and she gives me goodies all the time. Anytime I order stuff from her, I get free stuff. So yeah, there's love in sharing. So yeah, you could check her out on Instagram. So we've almost come to the end of this video, but I'll just go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll come back with the final look. Alright guys, we've come to the end of this look. I went ahead to do my brows and my eyes off camera because this video is mainly focused on underpainting, and this has to do with the skin work, of course. So this is the final look. I hope you guys love how this came out. I do. We'll put this to the test because remember, it said that if you do this right, if this technique is done right, it gives the illusion that your blush, your contour, your highlight lives inside your skin. And coming close to the camera, I think this is a 10. This is a cute for me. If you'll be trying this out, please let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and also let me know what you guys would love to see on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.